Okay, I said the OG Republic fighter tank is one of my favorite clone vehicles of all time. Well, now we're moving on to my favorite clone vehicle of all time. Uh, I You don't know how much I love this iconic vehicle, the turbo tank. Oh my god. I I love this thing. I I think this is either the 2010 or the 2012 one. I know they made one in 2013. I know it's not that one. I think this is the best. I know it's not the original one either, but I think this is the best turbo tank. Scale, look, function. It's the best across the board. Easily, hands down. I do not care. It is the best turbo tank. Just look at that, man. Like, it looks amazing. And yeah, let's just break it down, going over the details on the outside. Let's start with weapons. You got the cannons in the front here, the double cannons. They go up and down. Not even just talk. Let's just talk about the whole outside in general. The details on this. Obviously, I did this, but I like that. This is such a big set. It offers a lot of your own customization to it. The lights on top, awesome. Uh, my ARC Trooper didn't approve that, but I even love the doors on the side. The wheels, just amazing looking. Even this right here, the detailing over here for this little drop down door. Another thing, this is another thing I added on was this missile launcher that goes 360 and straight up. But I thought it was a nice touch and it matches it, the gray and the yellow. So yeah, it was just another personal touch of mine. But then we move on to this is what I also loved about the turbo tank. It drives both ways. Like, both ways could be the front. And this, obviously, on this side, we have the mounted swivel turret, which I love. I've always thought of this as like a chain gun, heavy. Don't want to get hit by it. But I love the Republic, the older, later in the war Republic logos here. And yeah, let's get into the interior because it's amazing. All right, so the I guess wider side of it has two drivers, and we're gonna talk about these two drivers, these two pilots, when we break down the figures. But yeah, two seats for two drivers. I've been able to fit three. I've been able to fit five, including the drivers. I've been able to fit 5 clones in total in here, maybe even 6. I'm able to put 1 here and 2 on the sides over here, which, again, it's just the amount of figures you could put in this thing is insane, let me tell you. It's literally insane, and as you know, that's one of my favorite features on any Lego set. So yeah, that's the front cab. Let's move on to the other side. The skinnier side, I guess, opens the same way, like so. And these even flip down too, which is great. Just great movement on all these panels, allowing for just so much play. You get 2 seats for 2 more drivers on this side, and yeah, I've definitely fit at least 3 clones here on these studs, but so that's 3 and 3 in both cabs. That's 12 already, and honestly 13 if we want to count my gunner over here. 13 clones in this thing already, and we haven't even gotten to the the actual troop carrying part. So let's move on to that. And this is the main troop carrying area. As you can see, these doors are on these Technics here. Very nice action. We got some control panels, some weapon storage boxes, And you could put a clone right here in front of the weapon storage boxes. You could put one where my guy's standing right here. Let me show you how many you could put in here. Okay, so having both the doors down to fully show this, as you could see, I have 3 on this side. Yes, my ARC Trooper is barely studded on because I'm highly cautious of his legs because he's the only one I own, and I know he's insanely valuable, but that's besides the point. You know what? You get the point. Yeah, he doesn't need to be studded. But you get the point. Yeah, so you can fit 3 on that side, like I said, 1 in the middle here. This is just a random figure. And ooh, I don't want to show you that feature yet, but you know what? Let's show you it anyway. This also has a handle, which so great. I think this was the first Lego set of mine that I had that handle on it, so love it. Yeah, and we got 3 on the other side, so that's 7 in here. Do the math. 6 in the front if you want, 6 in the back if you want, and 7 in here. That is a lot of clone troopers. A lot. That's why this thing, it really is my favorite. It's my favorite Clone Wars set of all time. I played with this thing religiously, almost, because of how many clones you could put in it. Like, it's just so cool. Like, you could have a whole battalion come out of this thing, and yeah, that's really another reason why I love this set, and it will always be my favorite Clone Wars set ever. Let's move on to more features, because this thing has even more features, if you could believe that. Just because it's a review, this is what, they're all still in here. This is with the doors up. The doors get locked in by these hinge pieces over here, which, very nice. They do not open. Mine have barely fell off either. Years of having this set. Let's move on to this right here. This actually comes down, like I showed you before, and a little command center comes sliding out of there, which is not really a command center, I guess, but another weapon storage, which, as you can see, I got a bunch of different weapons on here and tools, like the buzzsaw and a blaster and a sword. I could even put another weapon in here, but yeah, I've said this before. Lego doesn't make, because everything's so scaled down for the Star Wars sets. That's why we don't get features like this really anymore on sets. But I always like that, because this thing is literally the full package. And yeah, I have a clone helmet on the other side over there, so that's why it was hard to get that in. But boom, slides right in. And yeah, let's move on to more features. Okay, yes, we're on the floor, and we're on the floor because this is one of the only Lego sets that actually functions like the vehicle it's trying to depict. This thing is a beast. It drives, it rolls so good. The suspension on it, it's almost like I'm doing a car review here. The suspension on this thing is awesome. I'm not gonna flip it over because I'm terrified to, but I don't remember building this, but this was a super sophisticated and complicated suspension system, and it works great for the play functions of this. Like, watch this thing roll, man. Like, even on different terrain too. Like, you just grab the handle and roll it. It dips, it dives, like, it goes, man. And that is just another reason why I have always loved the Turbo Tank. Will always be one of my favorite Lego sets of all time. Sorry about the shadows, but this thing ducks, dodges, and dives through anything. That's why it's the Turbo Tank, and you don't want to mess with it. And yeah, that's the Turbo Tank for you. Let's move on to even more stuff.